We've all heard the phrase, money doesn't buy happiness. But is it really true? After all, money gives you access to comfort, freedom, and opportunity. So why do so many people with wealth still feel unfulfilled, anxious, or even lost? Let's break it down. Money solves problems, but only certain kinds of problems. It can pay the bills, remove the stress of living paycheck to paycheck, and give you options. That matters. Financial security is not something to dismiss. If you've ever struggled to afford food, rent, or medicine, you know that money absolutely does make life better. But beyond a certain point, studies have shown that more money stops making people significantly happier. According to research from Princeton University, happiness levels off once basic needs are met. After that, extra money brings diminishing returns. Why? Because happiness doesn't come from things. It comes from meaning, and money can't buy meaning. Let me explain. You can have the nicest house, the fastest car, the best vacations. But if you have no purpose, no connection, no personal growth, you'll still feel empty. That's why so many rich people report feeling lonely or depressed, even after reaching their financial goals. So what does actually bring happiness? First, purpose. We're wired to grow, to build, to contribute. When you wake up knowing why you're doing something, whether it's raising kids, building a business, teaching, creating art, you're more likely to feel fulfilled. Purpose gives you energy. Without it, life starts to feel meaningless, no matter how much money you have. Second, relationships. Harvard's longest-running study on human happiness came to a simple conclusion. Strong relationships are the biggest factor in a happy life. Not fame, not wealth, just meaningful connection. Family, friends, community, people who support you, people you trust. Money might help you take your friends out to dinner, but it can't buy loyalty, or love, or trust. Third, growth. Humans feel alive when they're learning and progressing. Whether you're improving your health, learning a skill, or developing emotionally, growth brings joy. Stagnation leads to frustration, even if you have everything on paper. That's why someone making $3,000 a month, learning and growing, can be happier than someone earning $30,000 while feeling stuck. Fourth, contribution. One of the greatest sources of happiness comes from giving. Giving your time, your knowledge, your help. When you contribute to something bigger than yourself, you feel connected and valuable. Ironically, the more you give, the more you feel rich. Not in money, but in life. So where does money fit in? Think of money as a tool, not a destination. A means to support the things that matter most. It's great to have money. It's smart to pursue financial freedom. But chasing money without understanding why you want it can leave you feeling empty, even when you win the game. And here's a trap many people fall into. They sacrifice relationships for money. They delay happiness for years, thinking they'll enjoy life after they reach a certain income. They buy things to impress others, not because it brings them joy. Then one day they wake up, wealthy, but wondering why they still feel empty. Real happiness comes from alignment. When your money, time, energy, and values are all working together. When you earn with integrity. When you grow and help others along the way. When you live with intention. Let me leave you with a simple exercise. Ask yourself, if I already had all the money I ever needed, what would I do with my days? Who would I spend time with? What kind of impact would I want to make? Now ask yourself, can I start living that way now, even on a smaller scale? Because here's the truth. Happiness isn't something you buy. It's something you build. Through connection, through purpose, through growth, through gratitude, through living intentionally. So yes, pursue wealth. Be smart with money. But don't forget the real goal, to live a life you actually enjoy.